Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and welcome to issue 47 of Building the Delorean from Back to the Future. This issue we are going to be pretty much finishing with the main build of the dashboard. We're going to be fitting the steering column, obviously the steering wheel, dashboard base and bits to that, and indeed attaching the two, the center console and the dashboard together so it will look like a proper interior of a car. I'm looking forward to it looking like that, which we'll be doing in a very short while. But before we do the build, of course, we'll look through. After 8 weeks of filming, there was still a lot to do with part 2 with Michael J. Fox back in a week. Yeah. I do enjoy the futuristic bits where Michael J. Fox was playing basically his entire family. It's quite good fun. The film never tried to take itself too seriously. None of them did, so it's all good fun. The Grey Sports Almanac, obviously the 1950 to 2000 book of who won when. All good stuff. The book of 50 years of sports statistics. What sports would be in it? How many pages did it need to have? It was quite interesting. Suggested the almanac would have 5,000 pages made of a very thin type of paper that became available in the year 2000. New paper technology, obviously that's what it was. Next time is detailing. Lots of cables. They look scary, and I'm a little bit scared, so I shall be putting some time aside to do that when I've got, you know, the right mindset to do some weaving and finishing and pedaling. So yes, that's what we're doing then, but not then. Now we're doing this bit. So I shall get the parts ready, and we'll see. I've got the big parts over there. Look. It's all coming together. I like it when a plan comes together. So I shall see you very shortly for that. Okay, we have the parts, the large base part for the dashboard, nice metal steering wheel and metal steering column. Obviously, they're going to have to be metal because you're going to be able to steer the wheels using that. I don't know quite how yet, but we'll figure that out as the thing goes by. It's different to previous ones because obviously that's going to go on the end there. And then that's got... No, it's not got any attachment points on there that I can see. So I don't know how it will work. We'll figure it out another time. Not yet, because now we're just going to be doing this bit. We've got the base of that with the two gear stalks. Obviously need to come off at the right angle and the right direction. Make sure they come... Got to be that way, so that's that way up, isn't it? Or is that way up? Can they go the wrong way round? They can. Right, I'm going to have to see which part is which. Let's get a closer look. This is the upper part of the steering column base. So, right, things have got to be that way up. So that's that side. And that's this side. Yes, the windscreen washer things have got to be the right way up on that side. So that will go on there. That will then go over the top of it. Hold it in place. And obviously AP screws will hold that together. Done. A couple of those in there, nice and easy. You don't want the stalks escaping. It looks like they will probably move a bit. Yeah, they will. They'll have movement, but I don't know. I'll tighten these up nicely. Will they stay where you put them? That's the real question. The real answer is tighten down fully. Yeah, they'll stay in place. They're not moving. So I'm happy with that. That works quite well. Good. Nice. This is then fitting to the base here in the center, just like that. Again, FP screws for this one. Did I say AP before? I meant FP because they're the only ones we've got. It's interesting. Yeah, and they worked. So I think a misprint in the magazine for that. I've only got BP and BM screws apart from these. So, although obviously I do have spares for pretty much all of the screws ever provided in this build because they give you at least one spare of each time. A lot of the time it's a couple spare. So that will go in there like that, and that is nice and secure. Obviously the screw holes are all hidden underneath, you won't be able to see them from underneath. Then onto this part we are fitting this, again sort of like a bracket for the steering column. I think that is going on there, and BP screws are holding that in place. A couple of those out, that in the right place again, and there you go. That is that. Now we just have to fit the two parts of that together. It should be very, very simple. We're going to be using FP screws for all of that. So let me get 4 of those out. 2. Down. 3. And 4 of those. There we go. Leaving 1 spare. Happy with that. So this is going to fit underneath here, getting all the wires hidden away, just so we've got that one coming out the back and that one coming out the top. Put that in there. The other 3 screws around it. Get all in and then tighten them down. Go, that's them all in the right place. Tighten down nicely so it's not going to go anywhere. I would say I'll do this later, but I'm not going to be able to get to the screw in the middle there, obviously once the center console is in place. So might as well get them done now. Adds an extra minute to the video, but I'm sure you lot won't mind too much about an extra minute. There we go, that's that together, looking good. Next up we've got to install the steering column, obviously through there and through there, and then onto that goes the steering wheel. It's got a slot so it'll only go one way round. That way round is thusly. That is held in place. If I can turn my instruction page over to tell me what I've got to do next. It's going to be an M screw, isn't it? Because it's metal. Yeah, that'll be the BM screw. That's why they gave us a couple of BM screws. Back in there. That will go through the front into the post. So once it's in place, hold the post to tighten it up. Nice and secure. Make sure that is in fact in the right place. It couldn't be anywhere else, I don't think, but it's always worth checking. Tighten down so that's not wobbling anywhere. Good, I like that. Then this pops on the front, which is the centerpiece. Got 2 little pins that locate that in place. I've got some switches on there. I don't know, again, I don't think they're stock, but there we go, that's that. Next up is bringing in the rest of it. So we've got to make sure the wires will go where the wires should go. Combine that with that as shown. Basically going like that. Using the wire from the front there so it goes around the back, that's fine. Yep, FP screws will be holding that together. Not BP, not BM, FP. Only got one of them left. Let me have a look. Should that have been? No, I was happy with that being FP. I've got another FP from an old issue. So yeah, maybe those first ones should have been AP, but for some reason I obviously didn't get any in the pack. Just checking the packet that I threw away. No, none in there. I could have found some, but I was perfectly happy with the way the FPs went in there and held that together, so I'm leaving that alone. That one and that one, 2 screws down there. I'll hold that together. And that is this part of the build completed. All of these wires will eventually come through, obviously, into the center part. And that is what we have so far. I'm happy with that. That looks lovely. That's looking very good. I can't wait to see it lit up properly. But apart from that, now I'm happy with that. So hopefully you're happy with that as well. I shall see you very soon. We're going to be doing the wires next time, which is a little bit frightening, but it's fine. They're fake wires, not the real wires. Fake wires are less worrying, but there's lots of them. So yeah, I'll see you soon for that. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Bye bye.